Hello and welcome to this video. Today we will explore the various events and data that will make it crystal clear that the markets are overvalued to an extent that has never been seen before. The current bubble outperforms the dot-com bubble, and if that was not enough, the inflation is on the rise simultaneously. We will uncover these facts by mentioning important data and events. Also, cryptocurrencies are in a bubble of their own. We will go through the data and draw a parallel between the current crypto bull market and the previous crypto bull market to really understand the way crypto market can obliterate this time. Also, I will give you my own expert opinion about the facts mentioned in this video. We will also look at the way Michael Burry has been looking at the recent events so that we can get important clues that will help us steer our investment strategies in the right direction. People often underestimate the expertise of Michael Burry, who is one of the most successful investors and fund managers of our era. It is not just about the prediction of the housing market crash, but also the way he has consistently outperformed S&P 500 by miles, which make him one of the most recognized and accomplished investors. Before we proceed and uncover this critical information, kindly like the video and leave a comment to bless the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you will like to watch more content like this, kindly consider subscribing since I release videos on personal finance, global macroeconomic outlook, and macroeconomic outlook of world's economies, and stock analysis each week. Your support will mean world to me. Currently, the evaluations of companies are going through the roof. People have forgotten that they just cannot pay any price for the growth potential of a company. And I think it also applies to the current cryptocurrency bull market too, where useless junk meme coins are going to the moon. Also, the euphoria has reached a level that some companies in the EV market have only sold a few hundred cars and have evaluations of over 100 billion US dollars, which is insane. This is what Michael Burry mentioned in one of his recent tweets. Can Tesla fall 80% or 90%? After 2000, many high flyers did. Amazon fell 95% 2 decades ago, changed its whole business, and thrived much later. May 1, 2020, Tesla at 163 US dollars per share is too high, and he was not kidding, said Elon Musk. As we will see shortly, the price graph of Tesla has gone parabolic after the start of second quarter of 2021. But the dose of euphoric medicine taken by the retail investors is so strong that they are blindfolded. They must buy the Tesla stock since many other retail investors are doing the same. And just look at the graph which Michael Burry mentioned in one of his recent tweets. Look at the price of Tesla and ask yourself, where has it reached currently? Your question is not that tough to answer. Elon Musk has himself answered that in May 2020 when the price of Tesla was just 163 US dollars. At that price, Elon Musk himself admitted that Tesla stock was overvalued. Now, if you think that after increasing 7 times more in price since May 2020, it is fair to pay a price of well over 1000 US dollars for Tesla stock, think again. And as they say that the devil is in the details, considering the fact that Tesla has been continuously increasing its shares, and you might be shocked to see that its shares increased from a total of 33 million shares outstanding to over 1 billion shares from 2008 to 2020. It is a mind-blowing 32 times increase in its shares. So it means that the share printing machine of Tesla is even better than the Federal Reserve. The point which I want to make is that, would you trust the Tesla management that they won't carry on printing the shares? I personally won't, since they have been doing that continuously for over a decade, and I don't think that they are going to reverse that anytime soon. When they will, we will re-evaluate Tesla as a company by looking at the free cash flow and other important data to see whether it is worth buying its stock or not. So if you think that Elon Musk was drunk and lied back in May 2020, go ahead and buy Tesla stocks. Secondly, if you think that Tesla won't keep on printing the shares, go ahead and gamble. Also, if you think that you know better than Elon Musk, the person who is the CEO of the company, again, you need to do your due diligence. Therefore, Elon Musk indeed wants to sell Tesla stocks, and that was the very reason for asking his Twitter followers in a poll whether he should or shouldn't sell his Tesla stocks. And this is how Michael Burry responded. regarding what Elon Musk needs to sell because of the proposed unrealized gains tax or to solve world hunger, or well, there is the matter of the tax-free cash he took out in the form of personal loans backed by 88.3 million of his shares at June 30th. And afterwards, Michael Burry tweeted again, and this time he also mentioned the graph that I already showed you. He stated, "Let's face it, Elon Musk borrowed against 88.3 million shares, sold all his mansions, moved to Texas, and is asking Bernie Sanders whether he should sell more stock. He doesn't need cash, he just wants to sell Tesla." And then, as I mentioned before, he pointed out the fact that Elon Musk already said in May 2020 that the Tesla stock was overpriced, when the price of the stock was well below $200 and it was 7 times cheaper. Therefore, Elon Musk is looking for the reasons to sell his Tesla stocks as mentioned by Michael Burry, and he is not a one-hit wonder at all. Please look at his credentials outside the scope of the Big Short movie and his returns as compared to the S&P 500. Also, not just he, but the viewpoints or portfolios of many billionaire investors like Jeff Bezos, Sir Richard Branson, and Chamath Palihapitiya reveal the same facts. And Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all times, is sitting on a cash of 149 billion US dollars because he is looking forward to the upcoming opportunity when the markets will crash and the stocks will be much cheaper. And it is not just the euphoria in the markets. On the other hand, inflation is taking its toll on the economy too. I can say with absolute conviction that the middle class is going to face the most horrific consequences of the ongoing inflation, since unlike the rich people, they don't have the assets in the form of real estate portfolios, dividend paying stocks, and other investments that generate income for them and appreciate as inflation increases. In other words, the middle class, which is mostly dependent on their salary to pay for everything, are mostly adversely affected. Reason being that the wages are not rising as much as inflation, and the growing gap between the rich and the poor can lead to social unrest and deteriorate law and order situation as the situation worsens. Therefore, inflation has emerged as the defining economic challenge of Biden presidency with no obvious solution at hand. No, according to some people, rich people suffer during the times of high inflation since the stocks don't perform that well during high inflationary times. But as I mentioned, rich people are diversified and own a variety of assets. In other words, they don't just allocate all their funds to the stocks. Therefore, I believe that middle class is surely going to suffer at the hands of inflation, and the worst part is that most disadvantaged will suffer the most. In October, US inflation reached 6.2%, a 30-year high. Michael Burry highlighted this issue in one of his recent tweets. American real wages adjusted for inflation are down 2.2% since January 1. Seems the only truly meaningful thing that is down this manic year. Inflation is a massively regressive tax. Never forget it. Also with this tweet, Michael Burry mentioned this graph, which shows the gold price plotted over the last 20 years together with the real yield or inflation index yield of the US 5-year Treasury bonds. This graph clearly indicates that the inflation is indeed very high and consequently the gold price has risen significantly, while at the same time bond yields are negative in real terms. And looking at the markets, the current bubble seems to inflate by the day, with speculation reaching the stratosphere and beyond. Things have gone way beyond my imagination. If we look at the two car companies in the EV market, Lucid Motors and Rivian, it is astonishing to see that they have a combined evaluation of over 200 billion US dollars, while they only have a few hundred cars sold. This indeed puts the dot-com bubble to shame and goes far beyond to a Disneyland for adults, where crowds of euphoric and delusional investors have gathered. And they think that it is justified to pay any price for the future potential of a company. But they never ask themselves, how much is too much to pay for the future potential of a company? Is there any limit to that? Michael Burry elaborated that fact in one of his recent tweets. More speculation than the 1920s, more evaluation than the 1990s, more geopolitical and economic strife than the 1970s. Players grabbing the barrel of Kyle Rittenhouse rifle while the SEC and Federal Reserve nod approvingly. And the EV market is not the only host in the euphoria party with millions of apes as guests. Cryptocurrencies are also in the biggest bubble so far. This is what Michael Burry said about the current state of the cryptocurrency market. Most of you winning in crypto and EV stocks weren't alive for this, so this for you. Recalling my memories of the last cryptocurrency bubble, when instead of Elon Musk, John McAfee was the person whom euphoric retail investors followed and trusted blindly. During the last crypto bull run, Katy Perry printed her nails with the icons of cryptocurrencies. In the previous bull run, only a few celebrities were involved in cryptocurrencies. But this time, there is an army of celebrities who are dancing to the tunes of crypto, including Bill Gates, Snoop Dogg, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Mike Tyson. Before we proceed and unlock further critical information and data, as you know that my goal on this channel is to help you in making your money work harder, smarter, and in long term. Therefore, if you have a savings account with a bank and you are only earning a 0.5% or 1% interest, that is much lower than the current inflation rate. Which means that you are actually losing your purchasing power with time. Why not earn a solid 9% interest on your hard-earned money and make your money work harder for you? And you don't even have to worry about the price volatility in the market. You can earn a good solid interest literally without lifting a finger. You can achieve that on Blockify, which is a platform that I recommend. They are not the sponsors of this video, but let me tell you, even on the top of great interest that you will be earning, you can also earn up to $250 when you sign up via my referral link, which is down in the description. The Blockify platform is intuitive, it is very secure and easy to use. I will appreciate your support to the channel. It will help you and it will also help me. Let's win together. And now let's gather some more important insights and draw a parallel between the previous cryptocurrency bull market and the current bull market. So in the last crypto bull run, John McAfee motivated people to invest in Verge via a tweet. I am inundated by people asking me for recommendations of cryptocurrencies. If you would use your heads, you would figure out that the privacy coins having anonymous transactions will have the greatest future. Coins like Monero, Verge, or Zcash cannot lose. And after this tweet, price of Verge went to $0.26 or 26 cents at market peak, all the way from $0.00002 on the 19th of March 2017, which is 13,500 times higher than the price which it had just 9 or 10 months back. But now this time it is not John McAfee, but the richest and one of the most influential men on earth shilling dog meme coins, and just look at this graph. So the crypto bubble this time is a magnified and much more potent version of the previous bubble, which eventually popped at the start of 2018. With more celebrities and people with far greater influence offering euphoria cocktail to retail investors this time, I am sure that this current cryptocurrency bull market will have an even better end. And here is what happened after Elon Musk tweeted about Dogecoin. And now you can decide for yourself whether it would be a right decision to invest in meme coins like Dogecoin or not. And this is what Michael Burry mentioned about the current cryptocurrency bubble. I have never shorted any cryptocurrency. This is my third bubble and the biggest. I have learned a thing or two. And if that was not enough, here is another clue. As Michael Burry mentioned in one of his recent tweets about the S&P 500. The S&P 500 nominal PE ratio is 26 and the Shiller's cap is 39.23. Neither necessary nor sufficient, but S&P's PE ratio was 18 before the 2008 and 2009's 58% market crash, 20 before 1929 to 1932 80% crash, and 19 before 1973 to 1975 48% crash. How? Earnings fell 91% in 2008 to 2009 and 73% in 1929 to 1932, etc. Therefore, the PE ratio of S&P 500 is terribly high now. And looking at the extent of corrections that followed such inflated PE ratios for S&P 500, we should prepare now. The reason is that the correction will be very depressing and shocking for many people, and many retail investors will lose a substantial portion of their hard-earned money. So I don't have a slightest of doubt that Michael Burry is aware of the approaching storm that will obliterate the markets. I hope that you liked the content of this video, and let me know in the comments below what is your opinion about the current state of the market. For those of you who are new to this channel, I am Dr. Subail Khan, and my goal on this channel is to help you in making your money work harder, smarter, and in long term. Thank you very much for your time and appreciating my content. If you like such videos, please consider subscribing. I publish videos on personal finance, investing, and macroeconomic outlook of the economies across the globe each week. Also, please leave a comment on the video below and like the video to bless the YouTube algorithm. I will appreciate your support. Once again, I have mentioned a link to Blockify in the description below, which will give you up to $250 worth of Bitcoin for free if you use it. It will also give you 9% interest on stable coins, which is way higher than the 0.5 or 1% interest which you will get when you will put your money in a savings account with a bank. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.